Alright, so we all remember this character. I remember this guy. Just looking all nice in his little armory there. So, everyone, if you're a first-time viewer here, welcome to the stream. I'm, of course, Trex, from the guy who's apparently the SOE police dog on the forums. Woof. And, of course, for all the returning fans and everything, Dave, Flamestrike, Chaotic, SJ, Chris. It's great to see you all, and all the other people I don't really want to name, because that's a long list, man. That's a long list. Just shish outs real fast. So, what we are looking at is we're going to first talk a bit about Armories. After we're going to talk about Armories, we'll do a short Q&A, so please hold your questions till the end. Sadly, I don't have a second person with me to write them down, so just bear with me. We're going to talk a little bit about Armories, and then we're going to go into the PvP Season 2, and then we'll talk about the synthetic mods. If we have time, we'll take a look at some of the other changes coming with Game Update 33. So, without further ado, Armories. They're in the game now. Let's all give a round of applause. Well, they're on the test server at least. And yay, there's an actual feedback thread for Armories on the forums from Carp. Thank you, Carp. Yes, he needs to get a wag of the finger because he took so long to get that thread out there. Alright, so Armories are going to be coming out with Game Update 33. I think it's actually for everyone. Everyone gets a free Armory. This is like the mediocre Oprah. It's like, you get an Armory, but you only get one free one, you get an Armory. You want more? You gotta buy them on the marketplace. Haha. So, with the marketplace, they have not released how much it's going to be on the marketplace yet. We'll get that further down the road. We'll probably hear on FNL sooner or later. Once it probably gets closer to, launch. Yeah. So, with your Armory is going to capture everything. It's going to capture your style, just like my beautiful tier 4 here. It's going to capture your style. It's going to capture your skill points. It's going to capture your power points. It's going to capture your loadout. It's going to capture and your gear that you're wearing as well. Not just the style, but it's going to capture your gear as well. And it's going to put you in that nice little mannequin form that you see there. Now, no Bumbling Bee on the test forums actually came out saying that it was too small. His character was too small. I mean, right, he's pretty much wanting the Armory to be smaller in size, because I know there's a lot of people out there in the community who put their bases around a theme. So if the Armory probably looks a little bit too big, if you want it a little bit smaller, I can definitely understand that. That's one of those things that if they do it, great. If they don't, I mean, for me, it's a little small Ignatian. But it's okay. So, but I mean, for the size of it, I'm okay with the size. Especially the size of the mannequin. It looks, I mean, head to toe, it looks nice. Not too big, not too small, but just right. You people know what I'm talking about. You guys are crazy. Alright, so to interact with your Armory, on the test server, we were given a quest. The quest might show up on the live as well, but it was just a quest saying that, hey, here's your Armory, have at thee. There's more story to it, but I didn't read the story. I just saw, ooh, Armory. Click OK to accept, and it was in my inventory. Boom. Boom. So, a little bit about the Armories first off. I just want, because I'm reading this from the actual patch notes as well. I want to make sure I get my information right this time, not like last night. So, your Armories are going to be, you'll have, the item does require a level 12 to be used. It can be traded to your other characters on the same account. Now, let me define that little comma and can be traded. Let me define that for you guys real fast. That means that when you accept the item, even if you buy it from the marketplace, you get it in your quest, probably not in your quest, but I mean, if you buy one from the marketplace and you claim it, it will. You can put it in your. You should be able to put it into your shared bank. And actually, well, shoot, I'll test that theory right now. Let's find out. I want to know now if it will actually go into the shared bank, because I'm going to go to one of my other characters, and we're going to grab our armory and we're going to scoot it on over. And if I remember correctly, who hasn't done their... Who's done their base thing? Crap, I don't even know who's done the base. I think Nature did the base. And I don't think we've actually did the PvP with my Nature. Oh yeah, we did. We used the Armory. So, but anyways, it can be traded. That means that when you go on the marketplace, you buy it, it's going to be in your claim, you're going to... I'm not sure if it's going to remain in the claim section before... When you redeem it from the marketplace, it's in your inventory. It's gone from the marketplace. It's gone. It's gone from your little redeem section. When you hop onto another character, it's not going to be there either. Did I use it? Yeah, I did. Let me switch to another character. So it's not really it's not going to be there. When you have it in your inventory, as I'm taking it, when you have it in your inventory, you can put it into your shared bank, and or even in your mailbox. You can mail it to yourself. And I DC'd. And that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. See, I tried to do something cool, and it just did not take. I blame Meps. I think Meps just unplugged me. I'm sure it's exactly what the heck just happened. Oh, let's log back in. Oh, actually, I just looked at the launcher, and there's a new signage, or a new picture for the War of the Light. I like that picture. Looks really nice. It's Hal Jordan versus Atrocitus. Strike the quest for the armory twice. Yeah, that's a bug, and it should already be rectified. I believe they were working on that today. At least Meps was talking to me about it. So let's go ahead and get back into the game, because you know, silly client, lost connection. This is what I get for switching to a villain. I kid. I love my villains. I'm actually having a lot of fun with villains. Alright, so as it's loading back up. Does anyone have any questions I can answer real fast? Each character does get a free armory. I'm wanting to think yes, Vega Bison. I want to say yes. That will be a question that we'll get it to later on. There we go. All right. So so see, there's my characters again. Who would I think that would actually done the base thing? Probably my gadgets, most likely. Now, also, at least that's just for the test server. We have to complete the whole our base questing, that I Love Lamp scenario. We have to complete that, and then we have to complete we get the armory. So that's not cool. Synthetic mods affect CR. I will test that. Amanda, do remind me when we go to the synthetic parts to remind me to test that. I will certainly look into that. So, do I need to do it? The question is probably a yes, I need to do it. And don't be difficult. There. And home is definitely where I need to do my base thing. Great. Alright, well, apparently I don't want to do it on this stream. I will find that information out, and when I link the video onto the forums, we'll put it out there. I'll definitely write that down, or at least make a note. Yeah, right now, on the test server, you're only supposed to get one armory. There is a bug that Flamestrike talks about that you might get two by mistake. So, let's go back to test Ember Fire. I will definitely check to make sure if the armories are tradable, like put them in your shared bank. I will definitely make sure to ask that. Actually, yeah. Okay. So, as I was going along, back to the test. Okay. So remember as well that you can only have a max of 4 armory builds on you at all times. You will have a max of 4 armories per base, and since we can only have 4 bases max, you're going to look at a total of 16 possible builds that you can make for yourself. For the people who can make 16 builds, I want to see your justification for 16 builds. It's not making fun of. I honestly want to know, why did you make 16 builds? And thank you, by the way, for putting money into the game as well. Now, with the introduction of armories, it brings us into the usage of the generator. Here in the generator is where you're going to access your armory builds. Over here in your available builds will be all your 16. And you'll just select it and bring it to whatever button you want. Okay? Oh, the key binding does work now. Really? Whatever. So, alright, so I did change my key binding. Hopefully it actually sticks. So, let me go back to the generator real fast. I did not mean to press that button. Now, also in the generator, you can replenish your power cells. The power levels for the generator and the mainframe are both combined. So you can either go to your mainframe to handle your rent for your sidekicks, for your supply drops and all that, and you can replenish your power levels there, or you can go over here to your army builds and you can replenish your power levels here. They're both combined. Okay? It's okay. So let's go run back up to our... I'm using the mouse for some god-awful reason, so... Super speed is possibly the worst, but I still like it. So, let's talk a little bit about these restrictions. Now, a lot of people have talked about, especially on the test forums, this restriction. The players cannot imprint if a character has more than 10 unspent skill points and or 3 unspent power points. Meaning that, as I look, all 101 of my skill points have been used. But I have 5 power points that have not been allocated. So I need to put 2 more power points in before I can use my armory. Well, I shouldn't be able to imprint. Yes, exactly. When you try to imprint, it will give you build does not have the required minimum of 12 power points spent. So, I would have to go into my skills, go into my powers, and just randomly use... I'll actually go into iconics. This is my tank. Yes. So there. Now I have 3 power points left, meaning that I have spent the minimum of 12 power points, so I can imprint my build now. Same way with skill points. If you want to know your skill points, minus 10. That's how much you have to spend. I have to spend a total of 91 skill points in order for me to imprint my character. If I only spent 90, I will not be able to imprint. Does everyone get that? I just want to make sure. I'll take those questions. Does everyone get the justification of these restrictions? Let me rephrase. Does everyone understand how these restrictions work? There is the justification behind these restrictions is in fact how I thought was going to be used as a kind of a free respec, and that would pretty much take away from the respec stations. So these restrictions are justified in their eyes. For me, I definitely don't like it. That's me. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be that way as well, but I definitely don't like the restrictions. But hey, I roll with the punches. I definitely roll with it. Okay, everyone seems to be getting it. So, now that I've actually spent my stuff, you interact with your armory, and you have your armory functions: imprint, activate, rename, change icon. Change icon is pretty self-explanatory. You select it. I selected the shield because this is my tank build. You have all of these other icons. Look, there's even the tank, the healer. Look at all this. Oh, look at they're cute. Now, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I'm kind of sad that my red lantern icon, my emblem, is not in this list, but I respect that it's not there. Maybe someday down the line, it would be nice, but I can live with it. So you can change your icon to fit your definition. It will be showing up right here. You can change your build name. Test Ember Build 1. Okay. You have changed the build to Test Ember Build 1. Boom. Done. Down here as well, it shows you the power, shows you your weapon that was imprinted, and it shows the role that was imprinted. So, for those people who definitely play with more other powers, with the other powers that are in the game, you can set an armory for, say, I set this armory for my fire tank. When I get my second armory, I'm going to respec my power, and I'm going to go to electricity for a healer. I can set that new armory for an electric healer. Now, see, there's your 16 builds right there. There it is. Ding, go Trex. So there's your second armory. Now, if you are still in that electric stance or electric power, and you try to go back to your fire armory, your armory with your fire tank build, you will get a message saying that you cannot imprint because you do not meet. Turn the video off for some reason. You do not meet that power role. You do not meet all the requirements for that build. So, if you set a build to one power, that build is going to be there. You can, of course, re-imprint, but you will not be able to activate it unless you are that power. Simple enough. Correct, Tony. That's pretty much it. You can't change your power back with the armor. You have to actually go back and get the respec token. Don't worry, I got this. Okay. So with this imprint I actually have here now, it shows all of my gear, and I can activate it. I'm not really sure what the build was, but it was probably something really bitchin', really cool. So, and I'll actually show you guys an imprint as well. I'll actually change outfits. I'll put on my T5. There. Put on my Tier 5. I definitely have a new loadout. Where is it? I mean, loadout's pretty lame if you actually ask me, because it was just something whatever. So you see my current loadout. Let me actually use. You guys want to see it used, right? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you want to see it. So on the controller, because I'm using my Xbox 360 wired controller, and this also goes for the PlayStation users as well, your left and right click trigger buttons. You're going to hold them down, and a little UI HUD's going to pop up. It's going to pop up showing your builds, the build names and the icons. You will just select the build that you want to select. For me, give it a couple of seconds. And smoke screen, and I changed. And you see a cooldown over there under my HUD. I'm not sure how long that cooldown is. Once I get the second armory, I can find out how long the cooldown is. It is in here on the... here it is. While out of combat, a player can swap armory builds every 10 seconds. Okay? Every 10 seconds. However, while in combat, the player can only swap every 10 minutes. Players cannot swap armory builds while in PvP combat. So, sorry PvP, you can't do it. You just can't do it. Exactly. R1 and R2 is not the right ones. It's L2 and R2. Those are the triggers that you use. Those triggers, not the bumpers, the triggers. But of course, you can. I'm not sure if the PlayStation can actually re-keybind their controller. If you can re-keybind it, go do whatever you want. PC players, re-keybind it however you feel like. I definitely recommend do not use the default key binding. PC users, my PC master races, do not use the key. Just go ahead and go have it in your mind. Make a mental note. Make a sticky note. Etch it into your arm if you have to. Go into your key bindings. Go ahead and reset the key to where you want it. Okay? There is a bug because my button for my Armory build 1 is supposed to be V. And I hit V. Maybe it's just going to take a couple of seconds. Still not hitting anything. I'm going to hit V again because V's not using anything. I'm hitting it. And it's still not doing anything. That bug has been reported. I did report that this morning onto the forums, so I might actually put it into the main thread that's there now. Exactly. There you go. R is not used. Okay, there you go, Aiden. Go for that. Alright, so we're actually going to re-imprint, even though, and my skill points have been used. My loadout has been changed. Armories. All sorts of fun. So now, let's say that you have the same spec, your skill points and your power points aren't going to change. You just want your models there to have a different outfit. Well, it's simple. Just change your outfit. Change your outfit to wherever you want it. Mix and match. Be a Barbie doll girl if you want, because it's your Barbie world. You go into your armory. You'll hit imprint. Are you sure you want to imprint? Okay. And boom. It saves it. All nice and saved. And you see your new model just chilling there. All looking good. I'm not smashing. It's a brand new keyboard. I'm not going to smash it. It's a brand new keyboard. It's a really nice keyboard, too. Okay. So, Q&A time. Does anyone have any questions about Armories? Anything at all about Armories? I do have a note that I will ask about the trading. Once I'll probably figure that out after the stream when I go to a character and actually do the whole walkthrough of the bases and deal with it. Now, we'll actually, while you guys are asking your questions, if you have any, this base is the Gothic. This is the Gothic style for the Armory. I'm going to switch to another character, and we're going to take a look at the Deco Armory. I'm sure you guys are definitely going to like that. So as we switch. Tony, I'm going to pinch you. Where's my person I was supposed to bring the popcorn? Where's my SpongeBob? Where's that guy? Girl. Person. Villa asked, does it take that long to switch, or is that just the speed of the test server? I'm wanting to go with the speed of the test server. I'm going to ask a couple of the other my other friends that are on here as well. I'm going to ask them, because I want to say that's actually because of the speed of the test server. Having only one armory is useless. You need to have at least two to do anything helpful. Well, yes and no. I'm going with that yes and no feeling. Let's go back to the base. The reason I say yes and no is because yes, the switch between a DPS build and a tank build, you definitely need two armories. That's a given. Demetria, that's right. Popcorn. With the one armory, and I'm trying to make sure I'm using it to the best of my ability, this one armory has my tank build. It has my tank build. With the difficulty of the restrictions, it does really make it hard to actually be useful. One armory being useful, but for me, for right now, I'm not sure when I'm actually going to buy another armory, so that's why I'm trying to make sure I understand how it can be useful for me with only one. So with me, I'm going to say my tank build for it, respec myself, full DPS, and just play DPS a little bit, and if I need to, I'll switch back to tank and I can just use it that way. And if I want to go back to DPS, I'll have to struggle and go through the DPS thing. It's a learning process. It's a learning process. That's right, I have Blossom. I'm not sure if that was Blossom or not. I'm just not sure. But okay. So here is the deco theme of your base. And here is the deco theme for the armory. I, for one, like the deco theme a lot better than the Gothic. It seems it's very nice. Well, I mean, this isn't like an actual loadout. I made this for a video. It wasn't anything needed. But at the same time, you guys also get a chance to see the Amazo inspired armor for the villains. That's what's going on right here. You guys can at least see that. Yeah, quick respec spot. The restrictions make it a little bit hard to actually understand how it's going to... it's a work in progress. I will give it that. I'm still trying to find it. But what do you guys think of the villain? You villains. This Amazo armor. The adaptive android. This is for the villains. This is your new tier 5 PvP. So I just wanted to show you guys this since I had to come over on this side anyways. Like I said on the stream the other night, the helmet is okay, but if you take the helmet away, you do have a mask. So the mask is there, but I think I like it. I prefer it a little bit more if it showed the mask as well. But bleh. So alright, so yeah, this is the armory for the deco. I like it. Because I don't have access to the marketplace, I don't have access to the other themes, so I can't really show you guys the other themes. I'll probably try and press Yins to send a picture, to tweet a picture, or show it on FNL on the other styles of the armories. I'll try and press him for that. He loves being pressed for things. Oh, actually, hold on. You're right. You are absolutely right. Maybe it's because I'm not standing up straight. But, alright, so heroes. The hero side. The hero armories look fine. But here, on the villain side, that is definitely minuscule. I mean, that's not proportional at all. Or at least I don't think it is. It doesn't feel like it, does it? No, it's not proportional at all. I think it's definitely smaller. So, okay. There you go, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Villamon. I can actually go into the forums now and say that is a villain issue. Just the villain issues. So, okay. Let's go ahead and switch out now. But you are right. Okay, so the villain tunes are smaller. I will make sure to make note of that. Thank you, Homer. That's why you're not silencing my phone and forgetting that a video game was being played. Alright, so we're going to go over to sorcery. Now, as I finish my preparation for this guy to show off the PvP stuff, I want to hear colors. I want to hear color schemes. Go ahead. So, throw out your colors. And I'm going to go to handle this meddling. Yes, I'm playing The Simpsons tapped out. That's exactly what's going on. Oop, ran into a wall. We have a red, yellow, white. We have green, blue, yellow. Apparently, yellow is the thing. I understand why red and yellow people want red and yellow, because this is, of course, inspired by Red Tornado. Alright, so we'll go to our styles, go to our colors, to palette. Black, red, white. Alright, so let's see. There is, of course, well, first off, let's go with the red. There's a lot of red. So that red just does not come out very well, does it? Okay. Let's see. There's Chaotic. I'm not going pink. What's wrong with you? You're weird. Black, red, and white. Alright, so we got black. Do we want the black to be the second or the third color? So let's see about that. Do we want black the second or the third? Guess it doesn't really actually hurt the look either. Ooh, oh, that looks nice. Oh yeah. Now I'm sure. Wow, you're gonna give me the. So, okay, so alright. Get American colors. Red Tornado's not American. And yeah, okay, we'll go with the Red Tornado look then. Oh. So that's the colors we chose, huh? Red Tornado, ladies and gentlemen. So here is, for the heroes. Here are your heroes, ladies and gentlemen. Red Tornado. So let's talk about this gear a little bit. I want to talk about designs first. Design-wise. First off, me being a big fat guy on this character does not really give this suit a compliment, does it? So we have the red Tornado inspired. The divot there on the chest is a nice little addition. I really do. It brings a little bit more of an accent to the chest. You have the T there. That's very obvious. The red does look orange. I chose red. I didn't. I'm not good with palettes. I'm just not. Yeah, I mean, that's red. That's like super red. I'm all the way over red. Okay, that's red. That looks better. Okay. So your back piece, I don't know, the back itself looks a little bit out of order. Maybe, I guess they really didn't want to go with another cape. And if they didn't want to go with another cape, I can definitely understand that. Then I think I'm done with capes as well. So, but the back piece being like this, I guess you could treat it as your battery pack. Demetria, I'll actually use. Alright, I'll go with that color. Is that the red? That doesn't look red. It probably sounds black to me. For the, I do have a couple of. I think I have a couple of female characters that I'll actually grab those pictures, and I'll just tweak them out. Well, I mean, Trexlight. That's cute. Okay, so 530505. Well, that's like a burgundy. Well, that's like a it's like a burgundy red. Well, this doesn't look bad. I like it. The back is not floating. If I could zoom in, I would, but the back is actually just attached to. Actually, I can zoom in. What's wrong with me? PC player. Right there. There you go. You see these two little back thingies just holding it together. Now the winning element for this is going to be the helmet. The helmet just looks to the T Red Tornado. And the art guys just get a props for this. Because you can see they have that arrow down pat. So let's see. I'll actually go back into my inventory now. But yeah, Red Tornado looks cool. Now, you guys saw me that I actually respect, and so everything is. I have no stats whatsoever. Practically, I am naked under this armor. I have no skill points. I have no power points. So I have no stats boosting whatsoever. The reason I want to do this is because I want to come over here and show you guys the actual stats that if you were naked, well, with naked you have like maybe I think 1,000 health, some power. I actually have those numbers. What you look like naked, no stats increase whatsoever. What your character is of basic stats just from leveling. But this is what you look like as a healer. This is all the healer gear for the tier 5. So you got 11k health. Nope, I am mistaken. I am actually missing something. I knew I was going to miss something too. I need to head back. And because I definitely got rid of my skill points, I fly a lot slower. Oops. I'll at least put a point into my, my flight. Because I want to fly fast. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's go. I gotta head back over because I gotta grab a weapon. I didn't grab a weapon. What's wrong with me? So, with my... let's run back over here. And let's grab ourselves a weapon. And the weapon will come from this vendor. I don't think I have any... Nope, I do not meet them, but I do have some on me still. So, plus. Currency. Okay, I have to use this one. So there. I got all my marks now. And I'm just going to grab my hand blasters since I use those. Whatever. Alright. Now I should be a lot better. There we go. I knew that 13 sounded, that 11 sounded bad. No. Okay. So here we are with your complete stats. With your tier 5 weapon as well. And I'll highlight that. Because apparently everyone loves that power of affinity. So you're looking at 13k health. And by the by, again, I don't have anything into health. I don't have anything into restoration. This is all me naked. I have naked stats. Now, if you saw, the tier 5 weapons are 1,000 marks. Wow. Even the head, the chest, and the legs for the PvP tier 5 is 1,000 marks. 1,000. And your PvP combat rating will be at a 90 with your full specs here. Full specs. Man, to join the club. I think everyone with the skill points, or with the movement speeds, we all feel bad when we skip it. So, am I missing the trinket? For the love of God, I'm even missing the trinket! I thought about the trinket too. Oh, well, the trinket's is missing, but yes, there you go. Still the same. So, again, the power infinity that a lot of players are going with is it adds 1,462 precision to inflict 224.1 DPS when used against players. Ooh, wow. Just wow. So, as I will go over here to the vendor, so you guys can actually just see the costs as I talk about this next part. So I'll just leave this on the screen while I talk about the PvP Season 2. PvP Season 2 will be starting with Game Update 33. What this means is that we have 2 new style sets, okay? The Elemental Android is inspired by Red Tornado for Heroes, as we see on my character. And then the Adaptive Android is inspired by Amazo for the villains. I like the Amazo chest. I just do. The 4 new variant styles are the Logistics Officer, Aeronaut, Punchline, and Vengeance. Okay? The existing PvP gear has been tiered up. So if you are tier 4 right now, you should pretty much go down where you can still be able to get to the next tier 5. It just goes down a peg, that's all. So if you were wearing if you were wearing the cash gear, just the cash gear, that cash gear probably won't be usable. You'll probably have to re-buy the cash. That might be something I'll have to ask. That'll be something I'll have to look into. But the cap for Mark of Valor is 1,000. There are talks on the forums because players want the cap to be increased. Most people are going with a cap of increase of like 2,500. Whether or not that cap gets increased is up to the devs, but they're listening to the feedback here in the players. So I'm crossing my fingers. I think the cap should be increased by maybe another 1,000. 2,500 cap for Marks of Valor. That's a good number. I really like that number. That's a really even number. Let's see. Also, the style vendor for the appreciated styles. So all the styles that we're missing, like the I can only go with the heroes because that's the one I definitely remember. Actually, they're right here. What am I kidding me? If I scroll down, I can actually see it. Where are those styles? There you are. All right, so the other styles, the heroes. Your Raptor Infiltrator, the 9th metal gear, the Hawkman gear, and the Aegis of Eternity, which is inspired by Shazam. And then the villains, the Shroud of Anubis, Black Adam, Mercenaries Malice, Deathstroke, and then Phantom Zone Reaver, General Zod. All of those can be bought at the vendor where those in those wings. They can be bought from the vendors in those wings. That's where you're going to get those gear. You'll get your cash gear, which would be the Avatar Bombardier. You will get the Aeronaut, which is from that vendor as well. Actually, no, I'm sorry. I'm mistaken. The vendors from those areas, in those individual wings, will actually carry the Avatar Bombardier and the Aeronaut. Okay, those are the two. In order to get your past gear, I think that's the weapon guy. I could have sworn it was one of these guys. This one, your Archangel set, Ages of Eternity. So there's a test server bug, by the way. The Speed Spore Spectrum here. That's a PvE tier 1. That's going to be fixed. That's not supposed to be here. They got a little confused, I guess. And then you wrap your Infiltrator. So, in order to get these styles, which cost Marks of Valor, you will go over to your Halls of Heroes, or in the Hall of Doom, you'll go to the Meta Wing down below where these vendors are. You'll go there, and the vendor all the way on the right-hand side will have your Bloodbat and all the other styles. So these styles were missing. They're now back. I can finish my 9th metal here, my nth. I don't know how you even say it. It's nth. I can finally finish that style. Cannot wait. That was one of the styles that was my favorite. Hawkman. The Hawkman gear looks really sick. Alright, so let's talk about gear appreciation. Okay, I want to make sure I'm covering all my bases here. Alright, so the PvP rewards. The PvP reward system is being redone. As it was said in chat earlier, there is no more lockout. Screw the lockout. No more. None of it. You can run PvP as much as you want till your heart gives out, but please don't play till your heart gives out. Please seek medical help. Please. Just please. And I really like how they have this progression going, because it does resemble a little bit of how PvE goes. So with the PvP rating of 0 to 86 to cash gear, you'll have if you lose, you will get 2 marks of valor. If you win, you get 4. For the PvP combat rating of 87, you'll get 5 if you lose, 10 if you win. Combat rating of 88, you're going to get 10 if you lose, 20 if you win. For the combat rating of 89 plus, you'll get 20 if you lose, 40 if you win. That's for the arena. I really do like the mark change that they did with this, on how they give it out as a reward. Kudos. Now for you Legends matches. You Legend players out there like myself. The Legends matches are still going to reward Marks of Legend and Marks of Valor. You will get 2 Marks of Legend for a victory and 1 Mark of Legend for a loss. For the Mark of Valor portion, you will follow the same delivery as the arenas. So if you go into a Legends match and your PvP combat rating is 88 and you win, you're going to get 2 Mark of Legends and 20 Mark of Valor. I'm not sure if the boxes are still in. I'm not sure. I would actually, they're not. I actually know for certain, because I did do a PvP match on one of my characters, and there was no box. I think it actually just came into my inventory and I just selected it. But I will double check on that. So, I don't think you get the boxes anymore. I don't remember getting a box last time I did it. I mean, actually, screw it. Let's queue up right now. We'll do it. And you know what? I'll even do an arena. Actually, I can't do... Can I? I don't have... Did I ever get my exo bit thing? No? Nope. No? Oh, I didn't. Okay. So, arena then. Yay, arena. I'll pooping. That's right, I don't have a lair battle, so I can't really do a lair. Can I do a lair? Select your lair. Oh, I definitely do have one. Neat. I don't even... we'll just queue up. We'll just check it out. I mean, I'm going to lose. I don't even care. There's no way I'm going to win with this guy. No, I didn't win that match. I lost. Let's see here. I mean, I'm queued in. Can't really do that. Most people are probably doing lair battles 1v1, and I don't know why I'm not able to do a lair battle 1v1. Whatever. Select. Okay, there. I do not have any powers. I don't even have any weapons. So, I'm going to lose. That's the point I want. I don't care about winning or losing. It's a test over. So, any questions about PvP stuff right now? Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. I didn't read further along in the test notes, so I apologize. The DLC reward boxes. If a player wins a PvP match and has access to the DLC for Last Laugh, they have a chance to receive an additional mark. So apparently the boxes are still in. Apparently. They have a chance to receive an additional reward. Potential rewards are the following. A player-based item, a PvP consumable, an exceptional mod recovery kit, and an arena/legend missive. So I guess the boxes are still in. I just didn't pay attention. So, I'm going to leave Q. Because apparently I wasn't going to pop anyways. And All right, so any questions about PvP that I can try and answer? Let me see. If a player wins a PvP match and has access to DLC 4, they have a chance to receive an additional reward. Potential rewards are one of the following: exceptional mod recovery kit. I will ask that. Now I really wish that Meth was here. Last Laugh is it's not tier 5. It is not. DLC, I think that was more like, it could be referred to as maybe tier DLC 4. Last Laugh was maybe like tier, what, that tier system wasn't really even involved with DLC 4 really. I will certainly ask that question about if the exhibit recoveries are going to be in there or not. The boxes are still in. That test note confirmed it, or the patch note confirmed that the boxes are still in. You'll just get a chance to get more rewards, or an additional reward, if you have access to DLC 4. Alright. There are no other questions for PvP. I really probably should grab a drink, though. Let us move into the next part. I'm actually going to go back to my PvE character. And we can talk about the synthetic mods. Let's go back to test Ember Fire in his purple glory. You know, I have not touched that color. Excuse me, that color scheme in a very long time. I'm not even sure what I was thinking when I chose it. Probably just chose different colors. I'm weird like that. Alright, so let's head over to HQ. I think I'm gonna treat the PvP styles and wait till they go into cash and just buy them just so I can get the style, just so I can get the style feet. Because I'm not going through all that. I need to scroll back a little bit. So okay, while we're going to take a look at synthetic mods. Now these synthetic mods are sold by vendors. There are PvP and there are PvE styles. Let us move over here. Now the reason I'm going here to the tier 3 is because this is where it starts. There are no synthetic mods for tier 1 or tier 2. It starts with tier 3, tier 4, and tier 5. Those are the only ones that have synthetic mods at this time. If they add it to tier 1 and tier 2, actually I don't even think they will. I'm not really sure. So, I'm going to come over here. I came over to tier 3 because I want to show you guys, and I also want to show you guys something new coming with Game Update 33, and that is the tier 3 tier gear. Tier 3 tier gear has been halved. It has been reduced in cost. So that means if you haven't completed your tier 3 set because, God forbid, 3,000 Marks of Triumph, which is god-awful, just huge, then you can finally come back and get those styles. I know I am. I think I'm going to spend all my marks just to get that done. Amanda, we can certainly find out. Let's go ahead and scroll on here and take a look at the synthetic mods tier 3, and we'll compare them to the other side. let's take a look at, so with these synthetic mods cannot be recovered. Once you add them to a piece of gear, the only way to get rid of them is to override them with another piece of gear, or with another piece of mod. So, how these correlate with the actual normal versions of these mods, I'm not really sure. I'm not really a modder either, but I at least want to show you guys what it's going to do, or how it's going to cost. The mods for Tier 3, as you see, cost 125. 125 Marks of Triumph. The Tier 4 mods cost 625 Marks of Triumph, and the Tier 5 mods will cost 5 Marks of Reality. Okay? For the Tier 3, you need a combat rating of 53 to purchase. The Tier 3 mods can also be found in Central City if you have the Lightning Strikes DLC. So you can grab these here in the Meta Wing with the Tier 3 gear, or you can find them in the Central City in those boxes as well. The Tier 4 mods, you need a combat rating of 70 in order to purchase. And then the Tier 5, you need a combat rating of 84. And these are going to be you can find them in the Tier 5 PvE armor in the headquarters. And you can also find it in an armor vendor in Gotham Wasteland. And they, again, cost 5 Marks of Reality. So let's make a mental note. Amanda, mental note. Synthetic Might. Tier 3. 23, okay? It's 23. Let's go find where the PvP Tier 3. Alright, so let's talk about the PvP side. I'll check if the mods are tradable. We'll look at that right now. For the PvP mods, you will find the Tier 3 and the Tier 4 at your vendors here. Like, I'm in the Meta Wing, Hot Girl. For the heroes, you'll find these with Hot Girl, Robin, and Aquaman for the Tier 3 and Tier 4. For the villains, you guys will find these with Felix Faust, Two-Face, and Ursa. The Tier 5 mods, you'll find them in the Requisition droids, either in the Hall of Heroes or in the Meta Wing down there. So that's where they'll be. So let's take a look at Hot Girl. So 23 Might. Amanda, 23 Might. That's right. I will certainly do that. Since we'll actually pick some up. We will pick some up. So let's scroll down to the PvP. Thank you, Amanda, by the way. Synthetic Might, 23. Costs 10 Marks of Valor. So Tier 3 does, I don't see a difference. And they are not tradable nor sellable. It says over there on the side. Cafe. Cafam. Okay, so according to Tony, the synthetic and the real mods have the same stats. They are not tradable. How many think that the cost marks can you trade? You cannot trade. So, with the PvP and the PvE mods, for at least Tier 3, I don't see a difference. Let's scroll down to see Tier 4. Oh, that's right. This guy isn't Tier 4 stuff. I'll take a look at that. There it is, okay. Scroll down and look at those mods. Okay, here it is. Okay, so they are the same stat, but they do only serve the purpose for that gear. You place this item to affect your combat rating. Cannot be broken down for X a bit. So, if anyone is a dev in here, go ahead and look the other way. Just look out the window, because I'm not doing a thing. I'm not doing a thing. Who has a red? Who has a red? Show me your damn red. So when you pick up a socket, okay, everyone can turn it back around. Apparently, it's not going to work. You pick up a socket item. Sockets are not tradable. Socketing this item will consume the mod and add its properties. Okay. Do you wish to use an armory build? So this is another thing. I'm changing my armory build. I'm adding a mod to this armor that's part of an armory build. This item is used in an armory build. Do you wish to continue? Yes. So, if you want to use your Marks of Valor in order to buy the synthetic mods, use them for your PvE gear. If you want to spend your Marks of Triumph, which actually is probably not a bad idea now that I think about it. If you want to spend your Marks of Triumph for mods and bring them over for your PvP gear, apparently you can do that. So, yay. Now, the reason that we have these synthetic mods is because, as Super Patriot would put it, people are lazy. And how I'm going to put it, for me, I am super lazy. I am to the point of lazy where if I could use my big toe to stretch and play this game, my big toe would play this game. That's how lazy I am. As we get further along into content, especially with DLC 9 coming around, with my playtime, I don't have time to farm. I don't like modding. It's a profession that I just don't want to do because I don't like to farm. I just my time just isn't for farming. I just can't do it. And so they want to allow players to have a way to get their CR met. It really gets the CR's help. It does help out the free-to-players. It exactly helps out the free-to-players. And it helps out the lazy people like me. Do not forget the lazy people. Right? Lazy people first, then the free-to-players. That's how I'm going to put it. So, and as we see right here, Amanda, it does increase my CR. So, it does go up to 7, so it does affect it. It will affect your CR. My combat rating is an 87. I have all this Marks of Valor. Let's go ahead and pick up a couple more mods. Let's do that. And they're also very handy for people with mini alts. So, the list of good reasons why these synthetic mods are good is because, one, lazy people, including myself, lazy people, free to players, and then the alts. Okay, we'll go with that. Lazy people, free to play, then the alts. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I am so lazy. So let's buy a couple of these. And okay. I'm just buying random mods now. Yes, it's part of an army build. So you'll get 2 marks, or 2. I'll actually I'll even cancel one to see what it does. Okay. And do you wish to continue? Cancel. So, okay. That mod is deleted. So, okay, that I will express what I just did. Okay, what I just did. I took my dominance mod, I brought it over here to my belt. Okay. Do I want to modify this equipment? Do I want to continue? Okay. This item is used in an armory build. Do you wish to continue? No. Okay, so the mod stays. Okay, the mod is still there. Thank goodness. I just looked at it wrong. So my mod's still there. Good. Okay. And then, okay. You're blue as well. All of you are blue, aren't you? You're just so blue. You blue gussies. Yes. Okay, no more. Okay, so that is a wasted mod then. We'll put you here. So even with my mods right now, my CR before I started putting these mods in was an 87. I am now officially at 89. Ladies and gentlemen, the synthetic mods do, in fact, increase your CR. The inner... I can just hear my imagination going rampant right now with all my characters on the live going, yes, we can finally mod. Yes, oh yeah, yes. My rings do not have those mods, or at least these rings don't. PvP rings, though, they do have mods. So PvP rings do have mods. Let's actually. They look like they don't expire. My mods shall not expire. Okay. And trust me, Dimitri, I can definitely feel you're coming from. Think of it this way: it saves you less time to farm, because at the same time, these synthetic mods are only single stats. I, for one, I want to say I know a couple of my gear have single stats, but a majority of them actually have the combinations I was given. But yeah, you can. This gives you an opportunity to buy the single stats, and then save your exobits for the combination, for the health and dominance, for the precision might, for those kinds of stuff. Yeah, I mean, I want guys, including myself, to run content, to have fun, to collect marks, to have fun with that. This is especially works for me, because if I don't like the mod, I can buy my mods now, but if I really still want to get the health and dominance like I've always liked, then I can ask my buddy to do it. You still get the grind, you still get the farm. You just get to now. How many marks? If anyone's on live right now, if they can actually look, how many exobits does it take to make like a dominance tier 3 compared to a health and dominance tier 3? I'm sure you're going to need more exobits for the combination mod instead of the singular. So now all the exobits that you grinded out to make these two mods, you can use your marks now to go ahead and grab a single stat with your marks, and then grab the combination one. You can make that still. So I mean, a little bit of me sees that as a good thing. I mean, I definitely respect all the people who have grinded and grinded and grinded those exobits, like Super Patriot, like Brittany. Yeah, please. I want to make sure we get that kind of information. I want to make sure I present that for you guys. So thank you, Demetria, for checking on that. Had a request to go to grab the tier 5 stuff. I need marks of reality. Need more marks of reality. Actually, I don't need that. What's wrong with me? I don't need that. The marks of reality are only freaking 5s. They only cost 5 and I have 200. What's wrong with me? Okay. So here we go. If you can go ahead and open up console. Thank you, console. So here we go. We'll look at dominance. 20 dominance, a single one. I mean, I don't see how they can be considered fake mods, though. They're fake V5s. I mean, just because they have the word synthetic doesn't mean that they're fake. The precision only tier 3 mod, 9 bits, 9 red bits. How much does it cost for like the? I'm guessing I can only guess you guys use precision might for DPS as well. The precision health, 9 vengeance. How many Vengeance. How many red mods does Vengeance take? This is like a lot of math, and I should not be the person doing this math. I just realized this. I'm actually going to hurt myself. I'm not even writing it down. I'm trying to do this in my head. I'm gonna buy a couple. I think I had like 4. Restoration. I'm a fire tank. I can use restoration. Okay. So like I said, you have to... The socket item will consume the mod, override it, okay? And you get another thing. I am using an armory build. You wish to continue? Okay. 36 red, 36 blue. Tony, stop it. That's the kind of thing, if you said on the forums, it's going to get you in trouble. And how are you going to get in trouble? It's going to get in trouble by me. PvP mechanic, combat mechanics. So, in a little bit of an essence, I see it where you can officially use your bits to use them for a more productive, powerful mod. Now, I mean, if I had one of the developers on right now with me, I'm going to try and grab one for the Sourcecast tomorrow, because we're going to be talking about these changes as well. I'm going to talk with some Super Patriot and my guest Soar. If I can get a dev to ask some of these questions about this, because I definitely want to know. I know about the synthetic mods, but what made them want to make them the same? Was there a discussion to make them maybe a little less in stats so people should still have to use their farming? That's the kind of question I really want to ask them. And of course, I can probably just like tweet them the question, but I'd rather have them on an internet show that seems it'll serve a better purpose. But I like them. I have no problem using my marks to buy these mods. I welcome them. Yes, you cannot buy expert mods, so everybody be fine. Everybody be cool. Everybody be chill. Everybody be chill. So, any questions about the synthetic mods? Oh, by the way, does everyone love those half of the tier 3s? Those halves were, the halves of the marks were rocking, right? Just rocking. They rocked my socks off. I mean, I had my shoes on, and they rocked so hard that my socks came through the shoe and off. That's right, live stream, or it didn't happen. That's right, Dimitri. That's right. I need that video proof. I need that video proof. I know for me, since I hate modding, because again, I don't have time to farm. I do other things. So buying these mods will help me. Will definitely help me keep up with everybody, and also help everybody with that leap. With the leap of the CR, you know, your CR 69, and you gotta get to 70. You're working your tail off, and it's not working. So boom, spin your marks, buy your mods. Boom. So let me see if there's anything else in the patch notes that we want to touch upon. Okay. Actually, someone, let's see. Half tier 4 should happen. Okay, hold on. We laugh at that, and we hope and wish, but just think about this. We're at tier 5 right now. Tier 5 right now. The Tier 4 is at the astronomical 4K 1000, 9500 marks. Tier 3 just went halved. When Tier 6 comes out, I don't see an issue where they're going to half Tier 4 down the road as well. So we can laugh, we can hope and wish, but I, for one, am willing to put bank that they're going to do that, not when Tier 6 comes out, but later down the road. I can see it later down the road. The gear, Vega Bison, we're right on track with there as well. I can see it for CR increase because, God forbid, we've all been there. That 69 hump. Oh my God, I can't believe that came out of my mouth. That's not exactly to get to 7. Oh my God, I can't even save myself from that. To get to CR 70, that 69 to 70 is always hard. The weapon charge balance. You know, I'll even talk about that a little bit. The weapon charge balance. And let me read from the passionate so everyone understands what's going on. For the weapons, a balance pass was conducted across all charge-up attacks to correct a systematic issue. Generally, this means that most charge-up attacks were doing incorrect damage. Some, such as the staff's focus spin and one-handed focus blast, were doing much more damage than intended. Others, like the dual-wield charge double throw, were doing less damage than intended. As of right now, yeah, I'm super perv. Merv, you know, SOE Live, I can't get that phrasing down, man. I just can't do it. Just can't do it. So this was a balance. Now, on the test server right now, they're Bumbly and B and Jebby, or GB, and a couple of other people on the test servers are bringing a discussion about how they're just like astronomically wrong. I mean, I have my focus blast, my one-handed. I guess for me, and I mean, I use one-handed. I love my one-hander. Let me go down. I'll actually go down to the training dummies. We'll go to the training dummies because we'll take a look at what the focus blast does. Oh, okay. Super speed. You're failing me here. You're failing. Good. Okay, let's go this way. We will certainly test these changes here. I know it's like you just want to throw up, don't you? Okay. Focus Blast. My tier 5. Fully charged. 147 damage. 101. 128. 113. With me, maybe it's because these changes were done on a PvP standpoint, and where if it was done on a PvP standpoint to affect to affect the PvP players, I understand where everybody's going all sorts of haywire over these changes. For me, on the PvE standpoint, I don't use focus charge like that. I hold it long enough so I can get my block breaker. I don't see the damage. Oh. Touche, Vega. Touche. Now I have to get out of this whole combat situation. That's still a bug that I hate with a passion. Thank you. I'm out of it. Okay. I'll go back. At the same time, I am also wearing my tank gear. Yes. I have tank gear, so I mean, it's not really, I guess it's not going to really show an actual number, but again, I feel this change was more or less for Yeah, it didn't even matter. Oh, 178. That's nice. 166. Okay. Just getting an increase. Oh, 120, 112. Yay. I can't armory switch. I'm going to armory switch to a tank. Now I'm already a tank. I'm also not in PvP gear either. This is my PvE guy. I can't switch in combat. God, I hate you. I just hate you, sparing target. But these this is still testing. Like I tried to explain to people onto the forums that brought this over to the Gotham City chat. I'm bringing this to you guys because I'm showing you guys what's going on. This is testing. It's what's being done. There's difference though bringing the conversation to the Gotham City forums and hearing everybody else talk about it when they can't experience it. I mean, I'm on the test server. I'm visually seeing this stuff, so I'm trying to understand it. But I mean, I feel like these changes were for a PvP standpoint, and where on a PvP standpoint, I don't look at Focus Blast to do damage. I use it to Brock break. That's exactly what I use it for. Normalize is a good choice of words for it, yeah. Let me go to my villain here. Because my villain is wearing PvP DPS gear. Yes. And, okay. So, I have no sparring target in here, so let me go back to the hall. Let me go to the Hall of Doom. Yes, I can. Weapons. Dual wield. Yes, I got points in dual wield. Charge. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Let me... I'm just going to go to Meta Wing. That'll be easier. Since the weapons are right there, too. Okay. So let's... Not this way, this way. Alright. Sparring targets are here. Weapons are over here. Nope, not that guy. Not that guy. This guy. He holds the weapons. And I don't have any more. Farger. Oh! Yay me. My secret stash. Let's grab dual wield. Dual pistols. Destroyer's hammer. Is that one? Yeah, it's one-handed. There it is. It's two-hand. Where the hell are you? Thank you. So let's go ahead and equip these and we'll take a look at this. Sparring target. Okay, I guess you're the only two I'm going to choose from. Alright, so DPS, all that good stuff. Charge, double throw. 653. 463. Let's charge up to full. 498. Again, these are also numbers I don't know anything about. I don't know if these numbers are good for you people or not. But I would think as long as the weapon damage works for me, I can use it. So, I hope that was useful for you guys in chat. I'm not It's one reason why I haven't really messed around with the weapon stuff, because I've never really noticed it. Am I supposed to be hitting 1,000? I mean, okay, so, well, let's take a look here. We have a 492, 372. Okay, so we have a couple of numbers. Switch to the same. Oh, man, it's my healing. It's a healing weapon, though. Let me. How's that? Let me go grab the dual. I'm gonna grab the hand blasters. I'm gonna grab the DPS hand blasters, and we can determine that way as well. We can try and keep this like on equal footing type of thing. Destroyers. Damage rolled. Thank you. Alright, so I got my hand blasters now. Alright, so looking at Charge Blast. 108. Huh. I want to make sure my eyes aren't fuzzy. I got the right weapon. I'm still wearing DPS gear. I didn't change anything. Oh, the stats on this guy is the 13k, because this is the PvP gear. So, I want to make sure. Is that my healing? It's not my healing. That's not even my healing. Oh, I didn't get a healing weapon. How do you like that? The dual wield was... I grabbed the... Oh, I grabbed the wrong weapons. Awkward. I grabbed the dual wielding healing weapon by mistake. Whoops. So that's weird, because I don't understand that. That my dual wielding healer weapon does more damage than my DPS hand blasters. I don't know. That's super weird to me. But again, this is all in test. This is all stuff that is being reported. The devs are looking into. I know Crafty Crafter is working on the PvP Season 2. So all the stuff is being brought to him. Tunzo's work on synthetic mods. Well, Aiden. These are 77 as well. They're both PvP weapons. One's just damage, the other one's healer. But, let's see. Alright, so, there you go. Game Update 33 in a nutshell. Rage is not on test server. This is only Game Update 33. There is no DLC 9. Actually, I should not use my chest, because I kind of like my chest. How will unequipping the chest be any different? See, now I just look silly. Penetrating strikes. What's a penetrating strike? What's that got to do with chest? Alright. I'm good. I don't have anything to do. So we still got a 677. Yeah, I can link them. Here are the notes. Alright, so I will go back and equip my DPS hand blasters. Charge Blast. And it's just not doing the same damage. Now, I want to say at the same time, why is my name in green on this screen? What the hell? I don't know. Yeah, I know it's a base mod, but I don't have the base mod. So penetrating strikes wouldn't even really matter. Now I'm thinking that with the Charge Blast on hand blasters, this may be different because it can combo into different things. I would think maybe. I don't know. I'll look into that forum and figure that out because that's a really good question to ask. Okay, does anyone have any other questions about Game Update 33 or anything? Questions about Armories, synthetic mods, PvP Season 2? Now let me also point out a change that's coming in as well. Is the item rewards for the Exalted and Corrupted reward boxes from the Sons of Trigon DLC will now always reward a chit. It will, either way it's going to sound bad. It's going to reward a cheat so you can get those with those gifts. It's no longer going to drop additional marks of reality. So that should be very helpful to a lot of people. When does it come out? It will come out when the devs say it's ready to come out. I wouldn't expect it this month just because it's Christmas is next week. I mean, I wouldn't see it coming out this month, maybe sometime in January. The base suit thing on test server, the Armories is on test server, yes. Hiron Freak, what server do you play on? I play on the US PC and on US PS3. I'm more active on PC though. Mid-January is a good assumption. I can go with that. But so far, Game Update 33 is, especially with the Armories Season 2 coming out, it's going to be really, really good. Really good. Brick, you can. I'm going to have a video on my YouTube channel about Armories. Probably, I have a video up today. It's uploaded. I just haven't released it yet. I'm going to take a look and see how the video for this one, how I explain Armories in this video, and see which one was better, and I'll get them released all tomorrow. So, videos for Armories, PvP Season 2, and also for the synthetic mods will be coming out tomorrow. Question from Demetria. Thank you for the popcorn, by the way. Can they just give me T5 gear right after I get off the Brainiac ship? You all friendly is a good thing. I will ask Jens to see what he can do. I'm not going to bank on anything. I don't think that's going to happen. It's not. Yeah. I would get more. I mean, it's just because of how much time I have to actually play anything. Due to I literally work an 8 to 5 job that takes up a lot of my day. That pisses me off because I hate it. But I'm working on getting it better. But as soon as I get home, I have videos to record, I have videos to edit, and then when I can finally sit down and play a game, I probably hop on DCUO maybe for maybe 30 minutes just to talk with the league, and then I'm gone. Question from Kafame. With PvP Season 2, we have updated rewards for all arenas and legends. Correct. Most importantly, no arena legends matches have lockouts. That's correct. There are prizes for winning and losing. Correct. But should there never be lockout rewards? Losing. Are you asking, should there be lockouts for if you lose? Are you just asking, or are you just referring? I feel you're just referring. But yes, with PvP, there's no more lockouts. There's the new I want to go ahead and say mark acquisition with arenas that I think is a positive way to look at it. Yes, because I definitely lose all the time, and you get marks exactly. I have always felt that if you lose, you should get some kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Crap, I have no idea what I want. What it is? I should get something even if I lose. 1,000 losses in a day. Wow. Well, like I said before, you can see here. Let me actually find it real fast. I scrolled up too far. All right, so again, as a reminder for the arenas, you will, if you have a PvP combat rating of 0 to 86, you will get 2 Mark of Valors if you lose and 4 if you win. Participation award. Thank you, Merv. That's exactly it. If you have a combat rating of 87, you'll get 5 Marks of Valor, and if you win, you get 10. If you, with a combat rating of 88, you'll get 10 if you lose, 20 if you win. Combat rating of 89 or higher, you'll get 20 loss. You get 20 marks if you lose, 40 if you win. So, it's the tier leveling system. And I really like it. Hurt Feelings Trophy. There you go. Has nothing but full of crocodile tears right inside that trophy, too. It's going to be a little trophy cup. Crocodile tears inside. All right, Tony. Thank you very much. Exactly, Kafim. Exactly. So, all right. I'm going to sign off then. Hold on. I tweeted Yins, the PvP 84 utility belt is still working in PvE instances. I noticed when I went into Nexus because I have no PvE one yet. Okay. Yes, so remember that your PvP gear no longer works in PvE. The trinket thing, or the utility belt, honestly, I would have no... I would have no argument if someone used a PvP utility belt. It serves minimum stats, and unless it actually has like 4 wild cards or something, but it would just depend on the belt, I guess. But yes, thank you all very much for joining me. I'm really happy that you guys had a great time. And for all the new people, I hope I've entertained you as well as gave you great information, because that's what I try to do. Love me some Merv. Merv, good question. Merv, am I going to see you at SOE Live 2004? Am I going to see you next year? I better see you, man. Because SOE Live, God, it's going to be so good. Necro99 too. Can't wait to see a lot of you people. Yeah, I'm already jonesing because of SOE Live. My hands are shaking because I'm getting so excited because it was so good. So, as my normal sign off, if you guys have, if this is your first time here, please hit the follow button, and when you hit the follow button, you'll get an email notification whenever I go live. I'll try to do a 15-minute pre-show kind of thing, where it's just 15 minutes before I actually go live. It'll just be me getting so everybody can come into the stream before I actually start. I try to start beforehand. You're welcome, Chris. I'm happy it was not that late for you. But of course, you can also find me on Facebook and Twitter. You can find me more on Twitter than anywhere else. I'm active on my Facebook, but I do more interactions with everybody on Twitter. Twitter has become very, very important to me with social media. I was against it at first, but 14,000 tweets later, haha. I met a lot of good people that way as well. For all the people who have missed this stream, you can find it on my YouTube channel /Trexlight. You can also subscribe there as well. I do other video games besides DC Universe Online. DCUO is the main game, but I also do Smite and Tribes, 2 other games I do great videos for. And also on the channel, you can scroll down where my information is. You can click all those links there to follow where your hearts contend. And all those other 2 games I mentioned, they're also free to play. So, I want to thank all you guys again for joining me on the stream. It really means a lot. I'm glad it wasn't that long. Hour 45 is not that bad, I guess. And props to the developers, and of course to MEPS as well. MEPS is awesome for bringing Game Update 33. Looks really good. More testing is going to have to be done, of course, with the weapons. But so far, I'm really happy with Armories so far. A little couple of tinks here and there, but see, without the chest, this looks awkward, doesn't it? Also, Chris, Green Bay is not going to be losing anything this week. I think this week I don't know who we play. I completely forgot. I know this game is very important, though. We need this win. So, you guys have a great Thursday night. You guys have some fun out there. Play a little bit of games. If you see me in game, please whisper me. Give me a little wave. I'll try and respond if I can. If I'm not in the middle of something, I'll try and respond with another little wave. And for my PS3, my USPS players out there, I will try and be on the PlayStation 3 a little bit more. I can't make promises, but I can try. It's just so hard sometimes because I don't. It's just there. Steelers going up. Steelers going down. Rapist Burger got nothing on those cheese heads. Done. All right. You guys enjoy your night. I will see you guys next time. Tomorrow night, by the way, right after DCUO FNL, we have the Source Cast. We're gonna have special guest Soar talking about the nature changes, and we're also going to be going over Game Update 33 again. So if you guys missed your chance to ask your question tonight, come onto the stream tomorrow. I'm going to try my best to grab Yins or one of the other developers, tuck them by the ear if I have to come onto the Sourcecast and try and answer some questions. I'll try my best. But you guys have a nice night. I'll see you guys next time.